Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne and this is Wibbly Wobbly Book Nerd, and today I am doing the Bookternet All-Star Charity Challenge. This is a challenge set up by Rachael Marie, and she has made this thing all about raising funds for COVID-19 relief. And I thought it was an amazing idea, and I was tagged by Ashleigh by Frolic Through Fiction, so I thought I should do this challenge. Because it's probably a bucket filled with shame, because I don't really read, well, I do read a lot, but I haven't read a lot of the popular things. So, let's see how well I do. And at the end of this video, I'll tag some other people, I think? Maybe not, I don't know, do it whenever you want to. Rachel said that she's donating €1 for everyone who is doing this challenge, up till €75 because it's a lot of people. And there was also a link where you could donate towards the charity, and then if you made a post or a video or anything to do with this and sharing it with the Bookternet Gives Back hashtag. So first of all, what an amazing idea by Rachel. I really like this idea, and that's why I'm participating today. Also because I didn't have anything else to film yet, and this is just, it's just a really good idea. So thank you for that, Rachel, first of all. Now let's see how well I do, shall we? Because I don't think so. Also, I'm not wearing my glasses. Again. Yay. This is gonna be fun. So first of all, Angie Thomas, who is the author of The Hate You Give, and I have not finished that book yet. I have it though, somewhere. So here's my copy of The Hate You Give. I am at page 119, but I just have not finished it yet. So shame on me. Don't think I can tick that because it's just not, I haven't read it yet. The next books on this list, and not an author, is the Shatter Me series by Tahara Mafi. And guess what I also haven't read yet? You are completely right. It is the Shatter Me series by Tahara Mafi. To be very honest, I've never read anything by Tahara Mafi, but I really want to. This is also a very nice floppy copy of it, which I love, but I just haven't read it yet. It was also on the wrong shelf. It was on my finished shelf, and this is definitely not a finished book. So I'm gonna put it back on the right shelf. Is this blue or gray? Bluish, right? It should go there. Cool. Alright, it doesn't really fit, but who cares? Okay, so next is anything by Leigh Bardugo, who turns out to be one of my favorite authors. So, let me show you what I got. I have read the Shadow and Bone trilogy. They're all beautiful. I love them very much. I have also read the Six of Crows duology, which I really loved as well. And then I have... whoop, books are falling down on the shelf. It scared me. And then I have also read Ninth House, also by Leigh Bardugo, obviously. Wow, now I have a stack of books. The only one I've not read by her yet, in the Grisha series, is King of Scars. I own it, but I haven't read it yet. Let me just put this down, because this is not really good. Ugh, alright. So, that's the first one I can check off my list, because that's the only one I have read. Cool. Then, Cruel Prince. Woo. Look there. Looky there. Yes. I love this series very much. I own 2 copies of the first book, 1 of the second book, and 4, yes, you heard it right, 4 of the third book. I love this series very much. It's one of my favorite series of all time, and I love Holly Black's writing. I've read almost all of Holly Black's books though. I love it, just so you know. Because I can't seem to shut up about it. I talk about these books in every video I make. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see, what is next? The Bone Witch by Rin Chupiko. I haven't read it. I really wish I did though, because it sounds amazing and I've heard so many people rave about it, and I've seen it come past in the recommendations of my Storytel subscription, which is the audiobook service I use, but I haven't read it yet. And I own one of her new books. Where is it? Why can't I find anything when I want it? I thought it was up there. Apparently it isn't. Oh, there. I do own an arc of Wicked As You Wish, which I got in my Fairy Loot, and I'm really excited to read this, because it sounds really cool. And it's beautiful purple. Then, the next one is V.E. Schwab. And yes, I read almost all her books because I love her very much. I have Vicious, not once. No, that would be too easy. But I've got it twice, because I really like this edition better. Because I've got the, like, the Vicious and Vengeful that match. I really love it. So pretty. And then I've also read her Shades of Magic trilogy. I shouldn't talk when I'm not facing the camera, but I do it anyway. But I've also read her Shades of... Calm, man. Speak Calmly. I have also read her Shades of Magic trilogy, which I really enjoyed, and The City of Ghosts and Tunnel of Bones, which I really enjoyed as well. But I'm really looking forward to reading her new book, which will come out in October, I believe. The Secrets of Eddie LaRue or something. I am very bad with names. I am so sorry. Then, another really popular one, and that is Cinder, or The Lunar Chronicles. And to my dismay, I must admit that I do own the first 3 books, Cinder and Scarlet and Cress, but I haven't read them yet. I don't really know why. Maybe because that's what I always seem to do. I buy books and then I don't read them. But I'm a little bit more careful with that now. Most of the books that I buy, I read immediately, which is a better idea. Because otherwise they pile up. Because I don't know if I've told you this already, but this entire shelf, like this entire shelf, is unread books. Yeah, I'm calling myself out here. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? Yes, I thought so. Then, books by Adam Silvera. I've read almost all of his books. I really liked all of his contemporary books, or all sort of his contemporary books. And I have read his fantasy novel. I have read Infinity Sun. This is upside down. I have read it, but I didn't like it. Or I did like the idea of the story, because Adam has really good imagination, and like his story idea is really intriguing, and I want to read more of it. But his world building is super bad. So it's really hard to follow and you don't know what's going on half of the time. So I really wish he would improve his world building and then I might really be able to enjoy his book. Maybe I should have pulled all these books out beforehand, but hey, why prepare if you just cannot? Next one is Cassandra Clare. Looky what we have here. Oh yes, this shelf and a little bit of the shelf above is entirely dedicated to my Cassandra Clare books. I even own a little bit more in these because I also own all of them in Dutch, which I don't read anymore because I prefer the English, but I really like it anyway. I even own a Mortal Cup now. Look at it! I own a Mortal Cup now. It was in the Fairy Loot special edition of the Chain of Gold thing. Anyway, my glass came in broken, so I glued it together with lash glue because I'm smart or something. The next one on the list is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and this book is one of my favorite books of all time. It features a aged starlet of Hollywood, and she lives in New York, and a reporter comes to her house to talk about her life story. And this book is so beautiful, and I love it to bits. I've cried reading it. It's amazing. It's so beautiful, and I will forever love this book. So yes, I read it, and I'm really glad I did, because it's awesome. The next one is one of my all-time favorite authors, and that is Laini Taylor. And I only own 3 of her books. And those are the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, which were gifted to me by Rachel herself, which I'm still so grateful about. Thank you, Rachel. Thanks again for always thank you about these books, because they're great. They're my favorites. Anyway, other books by her are Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares, which are also beautiful. I just don't own them as physical copies. I have the ebooks, but not the touchy-feely kind of books. But I want them. Then, Illuminae by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. And I will say that I own it and have read it. I haven't read the second one, Gemina, or the third one, Obsidio, but I own it. And Gemina's right there. I really love this book. It was so much fun. I've read it about 3-4 years ago. I talked about these in one of my first booktube videos like 3-4 years ago, and I really loved it. So if you like sci-fi, read this because it's the best. In my opinion, I love it. It's also awesome as audiobook because it's a full cast and it's just a wonderful experience. The next book on this list, or book series, is Scythe by Neil Shusterman, and I own it somewhere. It's in my hands, but I haven't read it yet, and I don't know why. Because I've heard a lot about it, that it's really good, and that it's supposed to be really good, but I just haven't read it yet. This seems to be the theme of this video. I own it, but I haven't read it. What's next? Let's see. Next is books by Sarah J. Maas. Well, I like Sarah J. Maas, don't get me wrong, but I only like her A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I only like this series by her because I've started reading Throne of Glass, but after book 3, or halfway into book 3, I DNF'd it because I just... nope. It's not my thing. I don't really like it. I thought it was really boring, hard to get through, and I did really like this. I do own a copy of her new book, Crescent City, or I mean, House of Earth and Blood. That's what it's called. right? But I haven't read it yet. And I must say that I am not 100% interested in it because I've heard really mixed things about it. One of my friends really struggles to get through it, and one of my other friends was like, whoa, this is amazing. So I don't know. I don't know. Then we have An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. Again, I own it, but I don't know where. An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. But I haven't read it yet. How strange. Wouldn't have expected that from me. Me who reads everything she buys immediately. Anyway, let's put this shame away. Then we have Shannon Maguire, to whom I must say I do not own her books. And I'm really angry about it because I love her books, because I've read some of them, but I really, really like them. And I want to own them. I want to own physical copies of them. I want to be able to touch them. But for now, I only have them on my e-reader. It's fine, but I just want to support her as an author a little bit more, and I want to like have them to put on my shelves because they're not full enough yet. Help me. Then The Poppy War, which I must say I have never heard of a lot because none of my friends have read it. I've seen it pass by on Twitter and Goodreads, but I've just never really thought about it or never been interested in it, so nope, that's a nope. And then there is the last books on this list, and that is To All the Boys I Loved Before, which I must say I have read. Also don't own them. I've read them as audiobooks after I've seen the first film. Was it after? Before. I don't remember. But it was around when the first adaptation came out on Netflix. I read them. All three of them. Really enjoyed them. Real guilty pleasure read. Yeah, they're fine. They're really fine. I like them. They were fun. Okay, so let me see how many I have read. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. As opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I have not read from this list. Which I think is quite alright, isn't it? So I guess that was it for this video. I will try to find the link that Rachel had for donating and put them in the description as well. And if you have anything to spare, it would be very helpful to donate towards COVID-19 relief. And yes, I want to thank Rachel again for this amazing idea and for, yeah, giving me something to film this week, because thank you, that's really very kind of you. And also thanks again Ashleigh from A Frolic Through Fiction for tagging me for this challenge. I really enjoyed looking at my own shame. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed sharing in all the things I haven't read yet but do own. Yes, I have a problem. No, I do not care about it. If you like this video, you can like it, and please subscribe to my channel so that you will be the first to know when I have a new video up. Comment down below which ones you have read or haven't, and then I will say to you thanks again, I love you, and goodbye.